Hello, welcome to my channel. This week I'm going to make the Kandarian Dagger from the Evil Dead 2 movie. This is just a quick sketch of what I'm going to make. I need this for scale purposes. I'm going to use this wooden dowel as a basic support, which will help keep the dagger rigid. Using this Japanese wood saw, I trim one end to a point. Then I keep going and trim the remaining three sides. And once that is finished, I give it a quick sand to get rid of any splinters. I found this piece of PVC pipe which I'm going to use to bulk out the top part of this dagger. Once again, this wood saw cuts plastic just as well as wood. Gorilla Glue will work just fine to stick this piece of pipe to the wood, as it will expand as it dries. And now to build up the body of the knife. I've found a scrap piece of foam which I can use. So I proceed to cut it down the middle, and then I cut it in half. And then I cut a V shape down the length of it, so I can hollow it out and insert the dowel. Then I break out the contact cement, and using a scrap piece of foam I cover both halves. I do the same with the dowel and leave them to dry. Then I carefully push all the pieces together where the contact cement will bond instantly. And now I have the basic shape, I can whittle it down a little bit. And now I'm going to glue these two blocks together to make the head. And once I have it positioned where I want it, I force it into place because the pipe will easily cut into the foam. So now I just need to trace the outline of the head so that I can cut it out. Then I glue both halves and stick them together. Before carving out the head shape. some sticky back foam sheets, and I'm going to use these to make the knife blade. That's the bottom half stuck on, and the top half will follow. As you can see, there's no detail yet, so I need to draw the shape of the blade. And then cut it out with a pair of scissors. And now I'm tracing out and then cutting out the decorational piece which goes down the length of the blade. There's also a ridge to attach to the top. And now to draw on the teeth. This is a wood burner. This is ideal for melting foam, but it's also very toxic. You need to use a mask when using this. As you can see, I'm using it to shape out the teeth. Once the teeth have been completed, I'll move on to the other details of the knife. And now for the decorational pieces. First of all, I need a skull for the hilt. And then I need several small bones to put across the handle. And for that, I'm going to cut up these skeletal hands. The next step is to cut off the back of the skull. I'm carving out a groove in the foam so I can push it into place. And now to test fit it before I glue it into place. and I have to force it in there quick before the glue takes hold. Now this feels like I'm very much trying to get some information out of somebody. Then I use the Dremel to shape out the foam. And I apply the same technique to smooth off the bone from where I've cut. These are my PVC offcuts. I'm going to use these to make the specific bone sizes, mainly the large one at the front and the long one on the back. So I sketch out the shape I need, then I cut it out. And this is what I ended up with. Then I need to mark out and cut out a groove for the bone to sit into. And after applying contact cement to both sides, I stick it into place. And now I just need to do the same with all the other bones. Might take a while. After a couple of days of making bones, I'm finally adding the last few. And that's the build portion of this dagger completed. And now to add a plastic based primer. This is so the paint won't crack if the foam bends. It's starting to look better already now that it's one uniform colour. And now to apply the white undercoat. Now I'm only going to slap this on because I want to maintain the black in the low areas. This will help with the definition. And now for the staining process, and for this I'm going to use brown shoe polish. And see how the skull looks like old bone without any real effort. And that's almost completed. I'm just going to do a quick dry brush of bone white to help catch the highlights, and then we're finished. And now it's time to seal it all in with some matte sealer. And that's one Kandarian dagger all completed. Now it's not 100% accurate to the show, as the blade in that is far longer, plus there's a couple other discrepancies, but for me this is close enough. And here's the Necronomicon which I made in an earlier video. See the link attached. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.